What's going on, guys? Welcome on back. It is Wednesday, July 30th. We have a 15-game Major League Baseball schedule on tap for today. Nothing to recap. Have not been able to post the past 2 days. As most of you know, I have to travel out of state for my job sometimes when there's an emergency. I'm not a full-time YouTuber. But that's also why you'll never see me trying to sell none of these picks or sell you guys anything for that matter. When you hear me at the end of these videos say I want us to all win some money, I mean that legitimately, sincerely. Know that I appreciate you guys all for reaching out to me. Makes me feel I can't even express, I really appreciate you guys. You guys already know the rules. I've wasted your time enough already. 15 games on tap for today. Tons of money to be made. Guys, look for my play of the day, the one game I'm going to recommend to you guys more than any. Also, at the end of the video, our 4 parlay plays of the day. With all of that being said, let's jump into. Alright, first game of the day, 12:30 start. We got the Toronto Blue Jays in Baltimore taking on the Orioles. These teams played a doubleheader yesterday. The Orioles won both games. And the series actually started Monday, and the Orioles won that game. So coming into this one today, the Orioles looking to complete the 4-game sweep of the Toronto Blue Jays. In this matchup today, Berrios, the right-handed pitcher, is on the mound for the Jays. He's 7-4 with a 3.83 ERA. Dean Kramer on the mound for the Orioles. He's 8-7 with a 4.23 ERA. Starting this one off, just letting you guys know off the top, I really like the over in this game. Supposed to have very good hitting weather. Wind blowing straight to the outfield. It says 9 mph winds. Then we look at this matchup overall. Berrios, the starting pitcher of the Blue Jays. His last 5 starts, he has an ERA above 6. Then when we look at this Baltimore Orioles team, they're batting .250 this season versus right-handed pitching, which is top 10 in the league. And they also have hit 107 home runs off of right-handed pitching, which is the 7th most in the majors off of righties. In this matchup today, my big deciding factor is Dean Kramer, the starting pitcher for the Orioles. In his career, he has an ERA of 4.63 versus the Jays. Then when we look at this individual matchup here versus all the players in the Blue Jays lineup, the Blue Jays players have hit him very good in the past. In this matchup today, the Jays are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 10, and I like the over in this game today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, 1 Blue Jay, 1 Oriole. Give me Vlad Jr. of the Blue Jays, and give me Tyler O'Neill of the Orioles, both to have 2 total bases in this game. On to the pitching props now. I like both of the starting pitchers in this game to go over their line. Berrios of the Blue Jays over 4.5 strikeouts. Kramer of the Orioles over 3.5 Ks today. Alright, moving along, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks in Detroit taking on the Tigers. The Tigers won yesterday's game handily, a score of 12-2. In this matchup today, the right-handed pitcher Nelson is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. He's 6-2 with a 3.29 ERA. Chris Paddock will be making his Tigers debut here. The former Minnesota Twin is 3-9 with a 4.95 ERA. In this matchup today, I'm looking at Nelson, the starting pitcher for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's been very good this year, very good of late. In his last 5 starts, he has an ERA of 3.07. Paddock's last 10 starts as a Twin, before the Tigers picked him up, he had a combined ERA of 6.13. In this game today, my big deciding factor will be both of these teams' bullpens. The Detroit Tigers bullpen at the top of the year was good. In the last 2 weeks, they have a combined ERA of 6.20. The opposite can be said about the Arizona Diamondbacks. For most of the year, their bullpen has been terrible. In the last 2 weeks, the bullpen has a combined ERA of 3.33. In this game today, the Tigers are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing the road dogs. Give me the Arizona Diamondbacks on the money line. The game total is set at 9, and I like the under in this one today. Under 9 total runs. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, 1 Diamondback, 1 Tiger. Give me Corbin Carroll of the D-backs as well as Riley Green of the Tigers, both to have 2 total bases in this game today. On to the pitching props now. Both of these starting pitchers' lines are set at 4.5. I like Nelson of the Diamondbacks to go over 4.5 strikeouts today. Paddock of the Tigers under 4.5 Ks. Alright, moving along, we got the Boston Red Sox in Minnesota taking on the Twins. The right-handed pitcher Bello on the mound for the Sox. He's 6-5 with a 3.32 ERA. Zebby Matthews on the mound for the Twins. He's 2-2 with a 4.97 ERA. The Red Sox won yesterday's game, a score of 8-5. Getting straight to it in this one, we're not going to waste no time. Minnesota is the betting on favorites in this game today, and we're playing the Road Dogs. Give me the Boston Red Sox on the money line. The game total is set at 8.5, and I like the under in this game today. For the hitting props, we're playing Jalen Duren as well as Alex Bregman. Both of the Red Sox, both to have 2 total bases in this game today. On to the pitching props. We only have one starting pitcher's line. That's Bello of the Sox, and we're playing him to go under 4.5 Ks today. Alright, on after that, we got the Chicago Cubs in Milwaukee taking on the Brewers. The Brewers looking for the sweep here today of the Cubs. They won yesterday's game, a score of 9-3. In this matchup today, the left-handed pitcher Iganagma on the mound for the Cubs. He's 7-4 with a 3.12 ERA. Freddie Peralta on the mound for the Brewers. He's 12-4 with a 2.81 ERA. In this matchup today, the Cubs have a left-handed pitcher on the mound. The Brewers this season, the 4th highest batting average as a team versus lefties. They're batting .262 with 23 home runs to go along with it. Looking at Iganagma, his last 5 starts, he has an ERA of 4.23. Then we look at Freddie Peralta. Like I said, ERA of 2.81. He's been dominant this year, but where his dominance takes place the most is at home. His home games, over 10 home starts this year for Freddie Peralta. ERA of 1.50. In this matchup today, I'm looking at the bullpens. I give the advantage to the Brewers. In this game today, the books do have the Cubs as the betting odd favorites, and we're playing the home dogs. Give me the Milwaukee Brewers on the money line. The game total is set at 7.5, and I like the over in this game today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing 3 batsmen in this game. Give me Crow Armstrong of the Cubs, and we're playing Contreras and Chirio of the Brewers. All 3 batsmen, 2 total bases. On to the pitching props now. Iganagma, the starting pitcher of the Cubs, I'm playing him to go over his line. Over 4.5 strikeouts. Freddie Peralta, I'm taking his under in this game. Under 6.5 Ks today. Alright, moving along, we got the Philadelphia Phillies in Chicago taking on the White Sox. The Phillies won yesterday's game, a score of 6-3. In this matchup today, the right-handed pitcher Walker on the mound for the Phillies. He's 3-5 with a 3.84 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Hauser on the mound for the White Sox. He's 6-2 with a 2.10 ERA. In this game today, we're looking at all of the pitching. Walker, the starting pitcher for the Phillies, his last 5 starts has an ERA of 3.87. Hauser, the starting pitcher for the White Sox, his last 5 starts has an ERA of 1.38. Both of these teams' bullpens have been good in the last 2 weeks. My big advantage will be a combination of 2 things in this game today. Hauser, the starting pitcher for the White Sox, has a very hard hit ball rate, very high hard hit ball rate. And then we look at the weather for this game. There will be 10-mile-per-hour winds blowing straight to right field, meaning left-handed batters will have an advantage in this matchup today. In this game today, the Phillies are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 9, and we like the over in this game today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, we're playing 2 Phillies here. Give me Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper, both to have 2 total in this game today. On to the pitching props. We're playing Walker of the Phillies to go over his line, over 4.5 strikeouts. Hauser of the White Sox, we're taking his under 3.5 Ks today. Alright, moving along. We got the Pittsburgh Pirates in San Francisco taking on the Giants. Pittsburgh won yesterday's game, a score of 3-1. In this matchup today, the right-handed pitcher Burrows is on the mound for the Pirates. He's 1-3 with a 4.15 ERA. Logan Webb on the mound for the Giants. He's 9-8 with a 3.38 ERA. In this game today, we look at both of these teams who continue to be terrible offensively. The Pirates, it makes sense. The Giants, it doesn't make any sense that they're this terrible offensively. In this game today, our big deciding factor will be the pitching in this matchup. Looking at Webb, his last 5 starts, his ERA has gone up. He's gotten touched up in his last 5 games, ERA of 3.89. But at home this year, he's been very good. He has an ERA of 2.31. Looking at Burrows, the starting pitcher for the Pirates. On the road this year, ERA above 6. Both bullpens, for the bullpens, I should say, big pitching advantage goes to the Giants in this one. In this game today, the Giants are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the run line. The game total is set at 7.5, and we like the over in this game. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, 2 Giants. Give me Chapman as well as Lee, both to have 2 total in this game today. On to the pitching props. I like both of the starting pitchers in this game to go over their line. Burrows of the Pirates over 3.5 strikeouts. Webb of the Giants over 5.5 Ks. Alright, moving along, we have 2 games. The Washington Nationals versus the Houston Astros, and the Atlanta Braves versus the Kansas City Royals. At the time of me making this video, they have still not put out the lines for this game, and we actually do not know the starting pitcher for one of these teams as of yet. As soon as the plays get available, I will put them in the pinned comments. Alright, on after that, guys, we got the New York Mets in San Diego taking on the Padres. The Padres won yesterday's game, a score of 7-1. In this matchup today, Clay Holmes on the mound for the Mets. He's 9-5 with a 3.40 ERA. Yu Darvish on the mound for the Padres. He's 0-3 with a 9.18 ERA. In this game today, my big deciding factor will be the pitching in this one. Clay Holmes has been good for the Mets all year, but on the road has been much better. He has 11 starts on the road with an ERA of 3.20. The Mets bullpen going into the All-Star break was not playing good going into the All-Star break. The 10 games before the All-Star break, they had a combined ERA of 6.17. Since the All-Star break, the Mets bullpen has a combined ERA of 1.73. Then we look at Yu Darvish. He's been terrible this year since coming back from his injury. ERA of 9.18. Then we look at he's struggling versus left-handed bats. Lefties are batting this year 310 against them. We know this Mets lineup has some good lefties in it. In this game today, the Mets are the betting odd favorites. We're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 8.5, and I like the under in this game. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing 3 batsmen in this game. Give me Juan Soto and Pete Alonso of the Mets, and we're taking Fernando Tatis of the Padres. All 3 batsmen, 2 total bases. On to the pitching props now. I like both of the starting pitchers in this game to go under their line. Holmes of the Mets under 4.5 strikeouts. Darvish of the Padres under 3.5 Ks today. Alright, guys, moving along. We got the Colorado Rockies in Cleveland taking on the Guardians. Cleveland handled the Rockies yesterday, winning a score of 10-4. In this matchup today, the left-handed pitcher Kyle Freeland on the mound for the Rockies. He's 2-10 with a 5.24 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Allard is on the mound for the Guardians. He's 2-1 with a 2.83 ERA. In this game today, we're getting straight to it, wasting no time. We're playing the Cleveland Guardians on the money line. The game total is set at 8, and I like the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, 1 Rocky, 1 Guardian. Give me Hunter Goodman of the Colorado Rockies, Stephen Kwan of the Guardians, both to have 2 total bases in this game today. On to the pitching props now. Both of the starting pitchers' lines are set at 3.5, and we like Freeland of the Rockies to go under 3.5 strikeouts. Allard of the Guardians over 3.5 strikeouts today. Alright, on after that, we got the Tampa Bay Rays in New York taking on the Yankees. The Yankees won yesterday's game, a score of 7-5. In this game today, Zach Little on the mound for the Rays. He's 8-8 with a 3.72 ERA. Will Warren on the mound for the Yankees. He's 6-5 with a 4.82 ERA. In this game today, I'm looking at both starting pitchers. Will Warren has pitched much better at home this year. 11 home starts. He has an ERA of 3.05. Little is the only starting pitcher on that Rays team that pitches better at home than he does on the road. His ERA increases on the road. In this game today, my big deciding factor will be this. The Yankees this year have been hitting right-handed pitching very well. They're one of the best average-wise against righties. They're batting .250, but have hit the most home runs out of any team in the majors. They're first in the majors, 129 home runs versus right-handed pitching. Then the second component is the weather in this game today. 90 degrees at first pitch, 9 per hour winds blowing straight to the outfield. And then finally, we look at Zach Little of the Tampa Bay Rays. No starting pitcher in the majors has given up more home runs this season. He's allowed 26 home runs, most in the majors. In this game today, the New York Yankees are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 9, and we're taking the over in this one, over 9 total runs. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing 3 batsmen in this game. Give me Junior Camarano of the Tampa Bay Rays, and we're taking Volpe and Wells of the Yankees, all 3 batsmen, 2 total bases. On to the pitching props now. I like both of the starting pitchers in this game to go over their lines. Little of the Tampa Bay Rays over 3.5 strikeouts. Will Warren of the Yankees over 4.5 Ks today. Alright guys, this next game up will be our play of the day. The one game today I'm going to recommend to you more than any. We got the Los Angeles Dodgers in Cincinnati taking on the Reds. The Dodgers won yesterday's game, a score of 5-4. In this matchup today, Shohei will be the opener for the Dodgers. He's no wins, no losses with a 1.50 ERA. Nick Martinez on the mound for the Reds. He's 9-9 with a 4.69 ERA. This will actually probably be one of our bigger underdog plays of the day. The Los Angeles Dodgers are the betting odd favorites in this one, and we're playing the home dogs. Give me the Cincinnati Reds on the money line. The game total is set at 9.5, and we like the over in this game today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing 3 batsmen in this game. Give me Freddie Freeman of the Dodgers, and we're taking Stevenson and Ellie De La Cruz of the Reds, both to have 2 total bases in this game today. On to the pitching props. We only have 1 starting pitcher's line. That's Martinez of the Reds, and we're playing him to go over in this one. Over 4.5 strikeouts. Alright, moving along, guys. We got the Miami Marlins in St. Louis taking on the Cardinals. Miami won yesterday's game, a score of 5-0. In this game today, the right-handed pitcher Quantrill on the mound for the Marlins. He's 3-8 with a 5.05 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Michaelis on the mound for the Cardinals. He's 6-7 with a 4.94 ERA. We talk about it all the time. This Miami Marlins team offensively is one of the best team in the majors somehow. I don't know. Looking at Quantrill, the starting pitcher for the Miami Marlins. His last 5 starts, he has an ERA of 3.60. Michaelis, the starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals. Last 5 starts, ERA above 5. Then when we look at this Miami Marlins bullpen, since the month of July began, they have one of the best bullpens in the majors. They have the 3rd lowest bullpen ERA for the month, ERA of 2.40. In this matchup today, the St. Louis Cardinals are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing the road dogs here today. Give me the Miami Marlins on the money line. The game total is set at 8.5, and I like the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're taking 1 Marlin, 1 Cardinal. Give me Lopez of the Marlins and Donovan of the Cardinals, both to have 2 total bases in this game today. On to the pitching props. Both of these starting pitchers' lines are set at 3.5, and I like both of them to go under their lines here today. Quantrill of the Miami Marlins under 3.5 strikeouts. Michaelis of the Cardinals under 3.5 Ks today. Alright guys, final 2 games of the day. Let's run through them real quick. We got the Texas Rangers in Los Angeles taking on the Angels. The Angels won yesterday's game, a score of 8-5. In this matchup today, Nathan Eovaldi's on the mound for the Rangers. He's 8-3 with a 1.50 ERA. Soriano on the mound for the Angels. He's 7-7 with a 3.79 ERA. Soriano has been solid for the Angels this season, but has struggled in his home starts. His ERA goes up at least 25 points in his home starts. Looking at Eovaldi, he's been good everywhere on the road, at home. His last 5 starts, he has an ERA of 0.40. In this game today, the books have the Texas Rangers as the betting odd favorites, and we're rolling with them. We're playing the Rangers on the money line here. The game total is set at 8, and I like the under in this game today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing 1 Ranger, 1 Angel. Give me Seager of the Rangers and Neto of the Angels, both to have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props. Both of these starting pitchers' lines are set at 4.5. We're playing Eovaldi of the Rangers to go over 4.5 strikeouts. Soriano of the Angels under 4.5 Ks today. Alright guys, final game of the day. We got the Seattle Mariners in Sacramento taking on the Athletics. The Athletics won yesterday's game, a score of 6-1. In this matchup today, the right-handed pitcher Wu on the mound for Seattle. He's 8-5 with a 2.91 ERA. The left-handed pitcher springs on the mound for the Athletics. He's 9-7 with a 4.13 ERA. Getting straight to it, wasting no time here today. The Seattle Mariners are the betting odd favorites in this game, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 9.5, and we like the over in this game. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, 1 Mariner, 1 Athletic. Give me Brent Rooker of the Athletics and Cal Raleigh of the Mariners, both to have 2 total bases in this game today. On to the pitching props. I like both of the starting pitchers in this game to go over their line. Wu of the Mariners over 5.5 Ks. Springs of the Athletics over 4.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, before we get up out of here, our 4 parlay plays of the day. We start off with our first one. It's a 5-leg game parlay. Our first play will be the Toronto Blue Jays on the money line, followed up by the Philadelphia Phillies on the money line. We're then going to play the San Francisco Giants on the run line, and we wrap it up with the Texas Rangers on the money line and the Seattle Mariners Athletics game total to go over 9.5 total runs. All 5 legs, $5 bet pays $115. On after that, guys, we have another 5-leg game parlay. We're going to start off with the first pick, which will be the Arizona Diamondbacks on the money line. We're then going to follow it up with the New York Mets on the money line, followed by the Colorado Rockies, Cleveland Guardians, game total to go over 8 total runs, and we wrap it up with the Cincinnati Reds on the money line and the Miami Marlins on the money line. All 5 legs, $5 bet pays $150. On after that, guys, we have our 2 home run parlay plays of the day. We start off with our first one. It's a 3-leg home run parlay. Our first play will be Jazz Chisholm of the Yankees, followed up by Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies, and we wrap it up with Cal Raleigh of the Seattle Mariners. All 3 gentlemen, dollar bet pays $105. On after that, guys, we have our final home run parlay play of the day. It's a 4-leg home run parlay. Our first play will be Tyler O'Neill of the Baltimore Orioles. We're then going to follow it up with Corbin Carroll of the Arizona Diamondbacks and Riley Green of the Detroit Tigers. And we wrap it up with Brent Rooker of the Athletics. All 4 gentlemen, dollar bet pays $200 flat. Once again, guys, before we get up out of here, I just want to send my salutes out to you all. You guys know I appreciate you all. I respect you all. I hope we all can win some money today. And I'm going to catch you on the next one.